Welcome. Welcome to American Alpha Male. I'm glad you're here. Blessed that you're here. All I ask that you do is participate in the question I'm going to ask. Give me some feedback. Let me know what y'all like. Let me know your dislikes. Hold on. I got to get rid of those zombies. Welcome back to the Citadel. And please enjoy yourselves. While you're here, I want to ask you this one question. Since we're coming to the end of the year, what is your personal goal? Whatever you have for the next year, and I had to ask you this question. Can you start it now? Do you have to wait until that clock strikes midnight, or can you start it now? And if you can, how are you going to do it? And then on top of that, who's going to hold you accountable? We ain't drinking no liquor tonight. We just got water. I felt that would have been the best thing to do because liquor, as good as it is, ain't for all the time. The greatest compliment that you get will also be the greatest insult that you'll get. What are you talking about, Nash? My greatest compliment is my greatest insult? That doesn't make sense. You sure? Before you say that, I just want to ask you a question. Are you sure? Now, the greatest compliment / greatest insult you'll ever get is that you deserve it. I deserve it. Yeah, you deserve it. The greatest compliment as a man that you can get is that you deserve it. If you ever watch football players, basketball players, baseball players, whatever athlete that is being paid, whether it's collegiately or professionally, when they reach the pinnacle and they win, one of the greatest compliments that they have ever gotten was, you deserve it. Why does you deserve it work though? Because what you're ultimately saying is a couple of things. You're saying you deserve it because you put in that work. Because you stayed overly dedicated. Not just dedicated, overly dedicated. And that you sacrificed. It ain't enough to put in the work. You have to have the sacrifice as well. And once you can accomplish that, and the rest of your peers know that, what they're saying is, secretly, you did it better than we could have. And I want to go ahead and shake your hand. See, the way that men give compliments are completely different than women. Women, you can say, girl, you know, you look good and everything like that, and blah, 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 and everything like that. It can be in a plethora of reasons and a plethora of ways to say it, and it can be about anything. You can compliment a girl's ass. You can compliment a girl's breast. You can compliment her feet. Can't do that to a man. A man cannot walk up to another man unless he's attracted to that man and say all these things. Bro, you got a nice butt? Nah, we're not saying that. Bro, your chest look great. We're not saying that. Homie, you got some real nice feet. We're not saying that. The greatest compliment is that you deserve it. Because it's an acknowledgement from your peers. It ain't just that you got it done. No. I see you at your full capacity and you used it. You took your time. You mastered your skill. And it looked good on you. You deserve it. Is the greatest compliment that you can get. Now let's go ahead and reverse it. If you're doing bad in life, and life then knocks you down on the ground and keep on beating you until you can't even scream for help, you just got to take it. Then what? You deserve it. And that can hurt your feelings. That can break your heart. I deserve it. I deserve everything in life that's happening to me right now. Death, disease, job loss. I deserve all that. Yeah, you do. But Man, yeah, you deserve it. All the bad that happens to you, you deserve it. How the hell could you grow? Let me tell y'all something. Death is a one of one. You had one way in, you got one way out. What you do in between there is what defines your legacy. The unfortunate part is when it happens to us. Because you're going to be hurt mentally. For some, you'll be hurt physically. But spiritually, if you believe in it, if you don't, then you don't. You're going to be crushed. But you deserve it. Because you had to have the ability to keep on climbing no matter how hard it is. No matter how steep the slope is. You have to. If you never get challenged, you never know how strong you are. If life beats you down, it's your fault for not knowing how to defend yourself. Too many people pray to a higher power that things will just disappear. Instead of praying to that higher power that you need the skill. Because if you pray to that higher power that you need the skill, what you're ultimately saying is, I can do it myself. I just don't want to. If we're being fair. So no. We're out on that. You deserve it. When life is beating your ass and you decide not to fight back, like on the other channel, how do you fight back? You deserve it. Because it's what you become afterwards. It's what you become in the making of that. It's who you inspire. It has nothing to do with it being personal, but you definitely deserve it. If you don't prepare for a strong winner and your ass freeze to death or you don't have enough, you deserve it. And if you spent the majority of your 20s and your 30s just partying and everything like that, by the time you get 40 and 50 and you're chasing a 401k without an IRA, which is stupid, you deserve it. See, the world does not owe you understanding. It doesn't. It will never owe you understanding. As a man, as an alpha male, it owes you none of that. Get your results from your work. I do believe in speaking things into existence, but you be a moron to think you can just speak $1 million into your life and it don't happen. No, you got to put the work in. I'm saying pull it towards you, but you still got to pull. You deserve it. Something unhealthy happens to you. You live your life off of Cheetos and bad diets and everything like that. You deserve it. I'm 6'3", 280. Hey, listen. I could go ahead and look like this, but what you're seeing, you see these markings right here, that means I'm actually getting to work with it. Now, due to my jobs, me working over 100 hours a week, yeah, I'm not able to do exactly what I want to do. But if something would have happened to me because of my health, I deserve it. I didn't take out time from those 100 hours a week that I was doing. It's my fault. And it's your fault. Every day before you go to sleep, you should be able to knock out 25 push-ups. Then when you wake back up, go ahead and knock out 25 push-ups. That's what you should be able to do as an alpha male, because alpha males have to fight. You ain't got to get in a scuffle and a rumble with every man that you meet. No. You have to fight old age. You have to fight joint pains. A lot of these joint pains are built because nobody's using the muscles. So you deserve it. Something bad happens, you deserve it. The woman leaves you, you deserve it. Now, I know Women file for divorce more and all this and everything like that. But what was your test? What was the test that she went through to gain access to you? You see, as the man, what I'm going to tell you is, and I don't care what woman feels any type of way, the man is the prize. What's required of a man in a relationship is more than what is required of a woman. It's always been that way. And it's going to stay that way. It's supposed to be that way. Mentally, you have to be the anchor that holds the glue of the family together. Emotionally, the woman is supposed to. But when she sit back, babe, let me tell you about my day. And you got to sit there and go, all right. When the kids come with all this BS that they talking about, you can't get emotional and overreact. You have to sit there, take it, dissect it, and attack it in a way that is logical for the kids to understand. If you don't do that and your kids are fuck-ups, you deserve it. You can't have the rewards without the sacrifice. As an alpha male, how we handle things is through the logistics of our mind. Well, this won't work, this won't work, this won't work, this won't work. If you don't take the time to assess the situation and it goes foul, you deserve it. Now, yeah, outliers do exist. They do. We're not going to play the game that outliers don't exist. But what I would tell you about outliers is you should have prepared for that contingency as well. As small as it may be. You deserve it. And if you don't think you deserve it, I had to ask you a question. Who the fuck you gonna blame? Who you gonna blame? Who can you blame? What should you blame? You want to blame God? You want to blame the devil? Whether you believe in a God or a devil? You want to blame the universe? Or cosmic energy just giving itself back to you? They still got rules in the Quran, in the Torah, and the Bible. They still got rules that you have to adhere to. What people fail to realize and understand is, for what is done, what is given back. My Uncle Ben told Peter, with great power comes great responsibility. That's something you can live by. But if you never develop your power, you become less responsible. You never develop your power, you become weaker. And if you become weaker, you're not going to be able to handle anything. And weak men cry out all the time for help. Strong men, you see lifting. If they need help, people come by and they help them because they see a person trying. It's too many people yelling and yiping and crying for help when they ain't even tried. Go out and fail. Build muscle from failure. You deserve it. The greatest compliment is you deserve it. Around my homies, if I decided to allow them to see money flowing and I sit up here and count $1 million cash, my homies won't get envious. They're going to do this. You deserve it. Because they see the work. They see how I don't sleep. I don't sleep. I'll catch an hour or two during the day. I'm back up at it. I don't go to sleep until about 1, and I'm back up at it at about 4. And we keep on going. It's a marathon, like Nipsey said. But you deserve it, whether good or whether bad. Don't think life is so cruel that it's only happening to you, because it's happened to everybody. We lost grandparents, we lost parents, we lost aunties, we lost uncles. Some of the most unfortunate people have even lost kids. But I can tell you this, they're not the only ones. And I'm not telling you to take death of a child of yours and say you deserve it. No, I'm not saying that. But I'd be a fool to sit up here and act like it didn't happen to somebody else. And how you get over these things is on you. Not anybody else. On you. So when I tell people you deserve it, I mean it. Now I know that sounds heartless. And yeah, 67% of Americans, they go into bankruptcy, they go homeless due to medical costs. But if your ass decided to do some research and some history, you got some dope ass hospital indemnity plans. If you invested into it and stop thinking that we're gods, we're Zeus, we're Thor, all of these individuals, then you'd understand actualities. It actually can happen to you. And you should prepare for that. And hope it never happens. It's one of the weirdest things about life insurance. You get people who won't buy life insurance because they don't believe they're going to die. I'm sorry, I'm going to die. You're going to die. The greatest thing you can do is build your brand and make sure it can provide for your family while you're no longer here. But you'd be a hard count, pitch, fool idiot if you did it. One of the worst things that you're ever going to run across is a person who complains, who bitches, who moans about life as though it's not happening to everybody else. You're in America. If you really wanted to, you can focus on your mind, go join the military, or get your ass in the truck. But certain people don't want to make that sacrifice because everything has to be perfect. I need this to be like that and that to be like this. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Just spoke to an individual the other day. They said, oh man, I want to get into the medical field, but I don't want to waste 10 years being a doctor. I said, think about this. In 10 years, where the hell are you going to be? Stop. 10 years, where the hell were you? You can't sacrifice 10 years for the next 40? Are you stupid or are you ignorant? Let me know. Because what life gives you in the next 10 years, you deserve it. Whatever life gives you in the next 10 years, it's on you. Nobody else. And I'll be fair and I'll be honest. We don't give a fuck. We only want to see you rise. While you're going down, you better have a hell of a story about climbing up. That's how people like me and other individuals of this citadel are going to react to you. We're going to sit up here and say, man, that's pretty fucking awesome. That you were beat the hell down and now you rising back up. That's the great part about it. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Turn on that notification bell. This channel right here, it's going to be one of the biggest channels on YouTube, one of the biggest reactionary channels that people are going to react to what I say on YouTube. And it's because of people like you. Thank you. Catch you in the next one.